In this video lecture, we're going to pick up where we left off with the video lecture about computational and coding literacy. That particular video ended with a question. Why do interactive designers and technical communicators need to know this stuff? And by this stuff, we're talking about the concepts and vocab words we've covered after exam number 1. So information society, algorithms, brands, digital media, automation, databases, hypertexts, interactivity networks, telepresence, variability, virtuality, computational thinking, and the like. Your job was to take 5 minutes brainstorm some answers, post your answers to the D2L discussions thread. I was looking for about 200 words. I didn't care if your answers were correct, but I was looking for answers that were plausible and making sure that you explained your answers well. You all came up with some interesting ideas. We're going to talk about 5 possible answers, and these are not by any means the only answers there are. Some of you all came up with some good stuff, but these things we're going to talk about are the official answers that we're going to use for our class and at least for the next assignment. The first answer, why do you interactive designers and technical communicators need to know this stuff, is because you need to know your tools. Think about it this way. If you're going to be an interactive designer, or if you're going to be a technical communicator, what is the tool you're going to use most often? It is going to be a computer. Therefore, in order to do your job well, you need to understand what computers can do. So, to make them work effectively, to create good interfaces, to communicate effectively via a computer, you need to understand, again, what it is that a computer can do. That's why we require you all to take these classes, such as ICT 2101, Information and Communication Technology. Both the IAD and TCOM students are required to take this. Similarly, you all have to take TCID 3400, Front-End Development 1. And gee, how about TCID 2170, Introduction to Digital Media and Culture? Oh yeah, you're in that class right now. There's a reason you're taking this. A second answer is that you need to be able to think in terms of information. Remember, everything is data. There are all sorts of sensors, cameras, what have you out in the world. They're all collecting these bits of data, stashing them away. They don't mean anything until they're processed, though. Once that data is processed, it becomes information. That understanding how that data processing works and how it becomes information, that's vital. If you want to understand what it means to be living in the place where we are now, the time we are, and if you want to be able to create that new information, which really is, if you think about it, that is the essence of a job of a technical communicator. It is the essence of a job of an interaction designer. You have to be able to help people make sense of their lives, create new information that makes them navigate their way through their lives and accomplish tasks. So, to be able to think in terms of information, that is vital to your job. A third answer is that you need to understand something. Information is currency. Yes, information is like money. Control of information and presentation of information is power. If you control the information, if you control the data and control how it's processed and control how it's presented to people, that's a whole lot of power. Also, think about this. We live in an information society, right? So, instead of having to go to the factory and create things, you go to work at a computer and you work with ideas. The only thing you're really doing is manipulating ones and zeros, but you are creating information, and people use that to operate their lives. So that's what is going on here. Information is a currency. Information has monetary value. Information also just has value by itself, trading that information back and forth. A fourth answer is you need to understand that this works, and also you need to understand how it works. Branding works both inside and outside companies. So, just as a reminder, brands have both tangible and intangible values, things you can see, feel, touch, and values that are not physically present. Brands, they help create senses of community, of belonging to groups. They work as social currency. They have actual cash value, whether it's the price of an item that has a brand on it or the price of the brand itself. And they also have cultural value, so things that are associated culturally with those brands, emotions that are associated with those brands. So branding is working both inside companies and outside companies. If you don't understand that, then you cannot actually work with these brands effectively and make new information, manipulate that information, and present it effectively. The fifth answer is that you need to understand how it is digital things exist. Digital things are not tangible. You can't reach out and touch them, but they are around. They're automated. They're stored in network databases. They're variable. They undergo constant transformation, and they are virtual. Again, you can't reach out and touch them, but they are there in some sort of strange way. So those are the 5 answers. Those are, again, not the only answers that exist, but these are 5 of the official answers that we're going to use. So in your next assignment, we're going to see how those 5 ideas play out in the real world.